per se, Coach, I mean, using the combination of you, your minutes today, or on the staff and whatnot, that everybody was available, the non-injured guys.
Yeah.
And had at least a fair shake to at least show you what they can do or not do at this point? Is there any mystery left in that?
No, there's no one on our team that can say they haven't had a chance to prove themselves. And opportunities in this league they don't come off. And some guys will look at this time and kick themselves because they didn't play with the passion and energy that they need to play with, because it's the NBA. This is the top level. And so you can't look at this and say, well, we'll just wait till we get Eric and Trevor back and then we'll start playing. This is a golden opportunity for a few guys who might not ever get this chance again. Thank you.
Mike, in the recent struggles, it seems one common theme is that the start of the third quarter, getting off to a good start, remaining in the game, putting more pressure. That seems to be an area where you guys really struggle.
Yeah. Well, it was the same last year as well. So, it's something that if I could figure it out overnight, I would have done it this summer. We put Jason in that group so we could get some more energy. And I'm thinking that it's an energy thing, or maybe it's because we miss shots. I don't know what we're shooting from the field, a three-point line, but I know that it has an effect on how we play. And I'm not quite sure. It's one of those things where I got to look at the film first to see if we're setting screens, if we're coming out and playing with energy and trying to get easy baskets. Are we casting up too many jump shots to begin the quarter? I got to look at the film and see.
I know that you said the players can't wait for Eric and Trevor to get back to get an offensive spark, but it looks like you know what you're dealing with. You got a bunch of players, and there's no stars in this whole group. And it seems like they're more role players that are used to filling in spots and adding to, as opposed to being having to be counted on so much. Is that pretty accurate?
No, I believe if you get a chance to play in this league and you compete, you got a chance to win, and we've shown that. That team is maybe the best team in the West, and we held them to 84 points. So I don't want to hear, to me, it's such an excuse to say, oh, we had this or we had that. It's 5-on-5. It's not 5-on-7. And guys have to understand that when you get a chance to go against somebody who may be rated ahead of you, that should give you some fuel to go after that guy and do the things necessary to help your team. Obviously, you'd love to have, your dream team. We don't have that, so I don't have time to sit and think about that. When you get an opportunity to play, you got to go out there and show and prove.
When you're struggling like your team, what's your message to your players in the game? It's to keep on competing. Eventually, the more you compete, the harder you play. I know they're playing hard and everything, but is it come down to just competing? Can you compete maybe?
Yeah. No, for sure. You have to compete because it can change, and that's what we always tell our guys. We've hit a funk. There's no denying that, but you have to continue to compete because when you come out of it, you don't have to change anything. And that's been our calling card since I've been here. Just play hard, and we'll defend. I mean, we do a decent job of defending. We're still not where we need to be, but competing is half the battle in the NBA. A lot of guys give in to the situation, and that's just not something we can do.
Is Ione earned more minutes, Coach, do you think, based on what he's done?
Yeah, for sure. I just think he plays the way that you should play the game. Even if you make a mistake, or he makes a mistake, you can live with it because he plays so hard. And everything that he does is for the team. I'm trying to find more minutes for him. I'd like to really see him develop his game in the league. And once he learns the NBA and goes through at least half the league, we'll have a better assessment of his game. But I think he's certainly a guy that plays our style of basketball. And as you notice, the guys who aren't playing hard, they're not playing. So that's just the way it is. And I'm looking at he and Jack are out there just giving what they have. And and even when they make mistakes, you can live with it because you know that they're trying to help the team.
Do you think he has a lot of, for lack of a better term, upside, coach, once he learns the league a little bit?
It's hard to say because he's not going to grow anymore. Once he starts knocking down his shot, that can add an element to his game. Right now, he's got a great touch. He can pass. He's got a good feel for the game. He makes some mistakes out there, but you can live with it because he's playing so hard. And I don't want to get happy on the farm with him just yet because he's only played a few games for us, but he just plays the way that we ask our guys to play.
A guy that needs to give you numbers, Carl, has really struggled the last couple of
Yeah.
games. He hasn't even been on the floor
Right.
most of the fourth quarter.
Right.
Talk about where he's at right now. What are you saying?
Well, I don't want to. It's real easy with my emotions the way they are right now to say something that the last thing I want to do is expose a guy publicly because he's not playing well. Carl knows he's not playing well, and he's just got to keep working. The one thing that Carl does when he's playing well, he's got a fire and a level, an edge about it, and that's the thing that I think will help him get his game rolling again. He's got to get that fire back, and when he doesn't have it, he's not as effective. But I don't want to make assessments about Carl and his game. He's not playing well right now, but we have a few guys that aren't playing well, and that's part of the issue. You have too many of those guys not playing well, it puts a lot of pressure on one or two guys.
Can you be positive with the frustration of just what's losing 10-11, and that starts to weigh on a player? And you have to start trying to do much. I know, I'm a coach too. I know. Start trying to do too much. That's part of the reason.
Yeah, I think it weighs on a player for sure. It's not. We don't have guys who don't care. At least you never get me to believe that. We brought in some new guys who don't understand how we do things here, but it bothers everybody when you lose, especially when you lose as much as we have lately, and when you lose at home. But listen, nobody's going to feel sorry for you in this city based on the things that people have been through here. We get to play basketball and we get paid. And so all that weighing on you, a lot of people would love to have our problems. So in my opinion, so what? You got to keep fighting and value your occupation and take it seriously.
Thanks, Mike.